Hey family, how y'all doing today? So today I want to talk about how there are so many of us right now in this world today that are still healing from narcissistic abuse. And as I'm in the car driving, I had this epiphany that came to me. Get out of my blind, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm driving. I can't get through that. But anyway, so I had this revelation of another way to define narcissistic abuse, and that is narcissistic abuse is cold, calculated, callous abuse that is undeserved, unprovoked, and uncalled for. Hear me when I say this. Narcissistic abuse is unprovoked, it's undeserved, and it's uncalled for. And people, the narcissistic spirit just takes shit way too far, to a point where their intention is to break you down and hurt you. And they will not stop until they see you hurt and crying, or till you're walking away like, fine, just leave me alone. They're not going to stop. And the thing is, these people, narcissistic people, they don't stop at and the thing is that's difficult about having narcissistic people around you is that when you got a group of narcissists, they're going to walk around enabling each other, not going to be, helping other people. Okay, what do I mean by that? See, narcissistic enablers, they're around enabling everybody else to abuse the people that they are abusing, to abuse their victims. But not one time will you ever hear out of that narcissist's mouth, would you just leave them alone? Would you just leave them alone? Not one time would you hear that. No, because they're like, continue to hurt them, continue to beat them down, continue to break them down, continue to hurt their feelings. That's what they're thinking in the back of your mind. Now, a logical person, a person with a heart, will be like, okay, you're taking it too far, leave this person alone. What have they done to you? What exactly is your problem that you are taking time and energy out of your day to go out of your way to hurt this person? What exactly are you gaining out of all of this? They don't have an answer for that. They don't have anything to gain. They don't have anything constructive or productive to gain. The only thing that they are gaining is an ego boost. An ego boost. That is it. That is all. They want to fuel their ego by putting somebody else down to make themselves feel good. And they never have a legitimate reason for why they do it. They will make up the most bizarre shit or lie and gaslight because they don't have a legitimate reason. They are just wired to be wicked. They are wired to be evil. They are entitled to be evil. They feel entitled to do evil things to people, and that they feel entitled for you to accept it and put up with it regardless. They want to be able to hurt you and break you down, and they want to be like, no, you don't get to stand up for yourself. You don't get to go report me. You don't get to go tell everybody what I did. You're going to sit there and let me be evil to you. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's how it is. That's how cold and wicked and fucked up these people are. Like, literally, when you hear that logic, you're like, what the fuck is your problem? Why do you want to be evil to people? Why do you get a kick out of it? And why do you expect for no repercussions? Why do you expect no type of consequences to happen to you after you just hurt these people? It's cold. You're not dealing with a human being. You're not dealing with real people here. You're dealing with an evil spirit. You're dealing with a demonic spirit where they come to steal, kill, and destroy. They want to steal your joy. They want to steal your peace. They want to kill your confidence. They want to destroy your spirit. That's exactly what they want to do. The enemy stops at nothing to steal, kill, and destroy. They work overtime to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And these narcissistic people that you ran into, they was dealing with a spiritual battle within themselves. They were dealing with a lot of demons. They didn't even realize that they were being used as a pawn of Satan. They didn't even realize that it was the devil talking to them in their ear saying, go ahead and hurt that person's feelings. Go ahead and say this to them. Go ahead and make up that rumor about them. Go ahead and put your hands on them. They had no idea that it was Satan controlling them, because these people, they were ungrounded. They were ungrounded. They were living directly out of their root chakra. And if their root chakra is ungrounded because of all of these wounds, they're going to act from a wounded place. A lot of narcissists have mother and father wounds. This one narcissistic girl that was a line sister of mine and from my sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated, Gamma Rho Chapter, Illinois State University. You know I'm going to call these motherfucking bitches out because of this trauma that they put me through. I'll say it again. Illinois State University, Gamma Rho Chapter, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. Okay? But anyway, I don't give a fuck for calling them out because we already know that it's hella chapters around this entire community of Greeks that understand what I'm going through, that have been through what I went through, but they didn't have the courage to speak out. They didn't have the courage to call out their abusers. But I don't give a fuck. I do, because I'm not about to sit up here and suffer in silence after the hands of these people while they off living their life running free. I'm healing, but I'm going to heal the way I choose to heal. And me speaking my truth and calling these people out so that they can know, people can know who they're dealing with. Because they want to protect their image so much. They talk all about how I have an image. Okay, but now your image is getting ready to be tarnished because everybody's going to see you for who the fuck you truly are. And if you don't like that, then change something about yourself. Go heal. Go create a relationship with God. Go deal with your demons. Go do some shadow work. Because you're not about to sit up here and live the rest of your life treating everybody else like shit and hurting everybody else and think you're supposed to just get away with that. Fuck no, baby. Life don't work like that. Because if the role was reversed and you was getting picked on, you was getting ganged up on, you was getting abused, your ass crying the fucking river. Your ass acting like it's the end of the fucking world. Your ass acting like you're the hypocrisy for me, because the main motherfuckers that gang up on other people are the main ones that get upset when they get ganged up on. Baby, don't dish that if you can't take it. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. When you realize how weak and coward these narcissists are, because everything that they do to everybody else, they do it so freely, so just effortless, so natural. It comes so natural to them to be so evil and so wicked. But the minute that somebody matched their energy, all of a sudden they like a deer in the headlights. Deer caught in the headlights. They're flabbergasted. They are appalled. They're like, how dare? What in the world? How could you? Because they really don't understand the type of behavior that they cause people. Like, they're okay with inflicting it. They inflict it because they don't want it to happen to them. Because when it happens to them, they're having an issue. But you ever realize that the minute that you started standing up to that narcissist and started beating them at their own game and started like basically matching their energy, that's when they started to leave you the fuck alone. That's when they started to walk away from you. That's when they realized, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with you anymore. Because they only want to deal with you when they can control you. They only want to deal with you when they can hurt you and belittle you and put you down. They only want to deal with you when you're allowing yourself to be abused by them. When you stop allowing yourself to be abused, that's when they lose interest. Because the narcissist is only in your life to use you as a punching bag, to use you as a doormat, to use you as a dumpster ground where they can just emotionally dump all on you. But when you no longer play that role or fit that role, they discard you. They have no use of you anymore. When you're no longer allowing them to hurt you, when you are seeing beyond what they have done, when you are seeing right through them, when you have figured them out, there is nothing that they can do anymore. Because their whole agenda, the whole purpose of them being in your life, and the whole entire time they were in your life, how they had so much control, how they were able to do everything that they wanted to do, was because you didn't put a stop to it. Was because you fed into it. You would sit there and argue with them for all of this time and nothing would fix, nothing would change. And the more that the thing is, when you allow these people into your life, that's all they're going to do. They're only in your life to abuse you. They're not in your life to love you. They're not in your life to care for you and be good to you. No, they're not in your life to be genuine to you. No, they're in your life to hurt you, to harm you, to destroy you. Call these motherfuckers out. They are the fucking demons of this world. Narcissists are the fucking fallen angels, bro. You ain't dealing with real people. You dealing with demons. Evil, wicked, and if you deal with those demons, they gonna drag you to hell right with them. And no, baby, you ain't finna go to hell. You finna drag yourself out of that and go to heaven, go to your promised land where you have meant to be. Let those devils have fun in their chaos. Let those devils and those demons stay in hell where they belong. You come out of that shit, bro. The big thing about narcissistic people is that, and especially narcissistic abuse, like I said, it's unprovoked, it's uncalled for, and it's undeserved. Like, basically, they will just, out of nowhere, when everything is peaceful, out of nowhere, they will bring up a situation to start an argument, to start a disagreement, to create a dispute, just so that they can chastise you and talk about how horrible you are and talk about how you did this wrong and you don't think about others and all of this gaslighting and them trying to define you and basically say this is who you are. What they're trying to do is they're trying to define you. They're trying to define your character and your personality based solely off of your actions. And not one time do they ever give you the benefit of the doubt and think, well, maybe it's not even like that. Maybe it wasn't even personal. No, they don't want to rationalize. They don't want to give you the benefit of the doubt. They want to see you in a negative light, and they want to continuously tell you how horrible you are, how you're this and you're that, all these negative things, because they want you to believe it and they want it to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's psychological manipulation. It's word curses spoken over you. Rebuke those words over you. They want you to sit up there and prove yourself to them. But who the fuck are they for you to prove yourself to? They want you to sit up there and explain yourself to them. But who the fuck are they for you to explain yourself to? They ain't nobody. They ain't nobody. They never will be anybody. They are nothing. They are scum of the fucking earth. They are pathetic, losers, wicked, lame-ass motherfucking people that are broken and just need to go back to fucking hell where they fucking belong. That's where they belong. They don't belong with good people. They don't belong with God's children. They don't belong with God's empaths, God's earth angels. They don't belong with us because they don't treat us well. We give love. They give hatred. So love and hatred can't exist in the same place. The minute that we stop giving these narcissists our love, our attention, they're going to wither the fuck away and come into dust. For you are dust, and to dust you shall return. People are going to die anyway. People gonna die anyway. We all gonna get out of here. But these narcissists want to have your death come first so that they can live and continue to be wicked. But no, we deserve to live. We deserve to heal. This earth, this world, Mother Earth, has had so much pain, have watched her children, her creations be downright abused, killed off themselves because it is narcissistic abuse. So it's like, if anybody finna go, it's not finna be God's children, it's finna be this fucking narcissist. They the ones that need to go. So what do? We don't go kill them because that's gonna be too fucking easy. And that's our karma. Regardless of what they did, it's not our place to take somebody out of this world. It is not our place to take somebody out of this fucking world. I don't care how. No, listen, it's not our place to take somebody else out of this world. Now listen, if a person has their hands around your neck and they trying to kill you, baby, it's kill or be killed. At some point in time, you have to save yourself. You got to save your own life. You got to be, okay, think about it wisely. Be wise about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, don't think that, like, if somebody's literally on the verge of trying to kill you, oh no, I can't. No, baby, if somebody's trying to kill you, if somebody's trying to take your life, you got to save yourself. So if somebody had to die, it's not going to be you. I mean, look at what happened up in Upset. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Obsessed, the Beyonce one. When they hang it from the ceiling, from the attic. And at some point, Beyonce was like, take my hand, let me help you. She tried to save this bitch. But the bitch tried to kill her too. So she said, oh, hell no. I'm not finna die with you. So what she do? She let her go and let the girl just die on her own. Beyonce didn't necessarily kill her. It was kill or be killed. It was I saved myself because you were trying to kill me. And in the mix of that, you died. Because what would have happened if Beyonce would have let that girl just drag her down? She would have been dead too. Y'all acting like y'all ain't got to go. But anyway, so how do we defeat these narcissists? We give them nothing. We don't give them our energy. We stop talking to them. We stop living with them. We stop caring. We stop caring for them. Meaning, like, their needs and their wants are their problem and their responsibility. Is no longer ours anymore. We care for ourselves before we care for them. How do we defeat these narcissists? We give them nothing, have nothing to do with these people, because if they don't have supply, they're going to wither away. That's the whole point. They need to wither away. They need to be gone. Bitch, be gone. Devil, be gone. Because this new earth, the old earth is going to pass away, meaning that all of the evil, all of the wicked, the former world has passed away. There will be no more pain. There will be no more death. There will be no death of our spirit because of other people. There will be no more sorrow. There will be no more. We won't be sitting here dealing with all of the darkness and negativity and wickedness in the new world. These leaders that are rising up, calling out the narcissistic abuse. Let me tell you what is really going on in the spirit realm. We're calling out the fucking spiritual warfare between the light and the dark. In the Bible, it talks about how Lucifer took a third of the angels with him when he was kicked out of heaven, and now those devils is roaming the earth. Well, baby, ding dong, witch is dead. Terry Ann Bell rings a bell. Hear me when I say this. Narcissists are the fallen angels. We got to call this shit out. And they want to sit here and roam this earth. And they want to sit up here and come around God's children and treat us like shit. Hell motherfucking no. We don't have to put up with that. We don't have to keep these people in our lives. They don't belong on this earth. They don't belong on this world. Because what exactly are they putting out into the world? They're putting out nothing but hatred, negativity, gossip. They're living through their 7 deadly sins. Lustful, greedy, gluttony, wrathful, pride, envious, sloth. They're lazy. They don't do shit with themselves. What good are they bringing to this world? Absolutely nothing. Because even the good, quote unquote, that they give to this world or to other people is not genuine. It's not coming from a good place. And the seed that they are planting is not a pure seed. It's a manipulative seed. It's a deceptive seed. It's like, if I give this to this person, then I know that I have something over on them and I can throw this in their face to get them to do what I want, to control them. It's not a pure seed. They don't put good into this world. They may have children, but they're not good parents. They're neglectful, emotionally unavailable. They only have children for the image because it's giving them all of this attention, because it's making them look good. These people are not here to be good people. They're here to be bad people. And this world doesn't need any more bad people. This world needs to rid itself of bad people. If this world rids itself of all of the bad people, this world would be a better place. And because these people are not going to get rid of themselves, what we have to do is we just have to stop giving them our energy. The moment that we stop giving them our love and we take our power back, the moment that we stop giving them our kindness because they don't deserve it, the moment that we stop giving them our light, there is nothing that they can do anymore. They have to start and the thing is, more people need to be educated on narcissists so that they can know who these people are when they come across them, so that they don't waste their time and they don't deal with them. Because a narcissist can come looking like the love of your life, and then you just marry them, and all of a sudden you like, what the fuck? Who the fuck did I just fucking marry? We need to educate ourselves. If you feel something off about their spirit, that's a fucking narcissist, baby. If you feel like, yeah, they seem all kind and friendly, but something about them just seems like they're kind of like fake. Something about them just seems like they're not really genuine. Something about them doesn't seem like it's just something off. It feels weird. I don't feel a warmth from their energy. I feel a coldness from their energy. Narcissistic people. You know, narcissistic people are the type where they're like, I don't understand how a person couldn't speak to their parent, because they have no idea what that parent put that child through. But yet they are sitting here shaming the victim. One thing that narcissists do is they victim blame. And you can sit up there and tell this person like, okay, well, my father molested me. My mother has been physically abusive and emotionally abusive my whole entire life. My mother allowed for her boyfriend to rape me. My mother told me she wished she had an abortion. My father told me he didn't want me. He doesn't love me. They could tell you all of these things that a parent has done, and yet they will disregard everything that the parent has done and will still victim shame you. Because what narcissists want you to do is narcissists want for you to hate yourself as much as they hate themselves. And narcissists are full of hatred, so they want you to hate themselves. They want you to feel guilt and shame and hate yourself for decisions that you made that was best for you. They want you to feel like everything that you are doing is wrong. They want you to think and feel that all of the choices and decisions that you make based off of your intuition is wrong, and that you are wrong for doing it. You see, narcissists, they feel like you have to put up with their abuse no matter what. And then when they see how somebody else is taking their power back and they're saying, no, my parent was abusive, I'm taking my power back, I'm not dealing with them, other narcissists see that as a threat. They're not even in your situation, but they see that as a threat because they're like, wow, if this person can walk away from their own parent and they don't even let their parent control them, how can I control them? What can I do to control them? Because all narcissists want to do is control. And then when they realize, like, how can I control this person? I can't. So instead, I'm going to control the way they think about themselves. I'm going to control the way they feel about themselves. So you know how they say when a toxic person can no longer control you, they want to control how others see you? When a narcissist can no longer control you, they will want to control how you see yourself. They want you to think that you are doing something wrong. They want you to think that you taking your power back and taking care of yourself and loving on you and walking away from things that don't serve you. They think that they think that that's a bad thing for you to do. And they want to try to convince you of that because they don't want you to take care of yourself. They expect for you to bend over backwards and to neglect your own personal wants and needs for them. And a lot of times narcissistic parents are, not only are they neglectful and emotionally unavailable, but they live vicariously through their children. They steal away their children's childhood years and force them into things so that that child can fulfill the desires that the parent did not have the chance to fulfill. The parent wanted to do something, but they didn't get the chance to do so. So now they are using their child to have the opportunity to do so. Narcissistic parents, they don't view their children as people. They view their children as property. They don't view them as their child. They view them as an opportunity. An opportunity for me to boost my image. An opportunity for me to have this void filled. An opportunity for me to do things that I didn't get a chance to do, but now I have it because I have a child and I can just use my child's childhood years in order to do what I want to do. Because narcissistic parents are very selfish. And even if the child comes to the narcissistic parent and says, hey, mom, dad, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't have a passion for it anymore. The parent will be like, if they're not ready to give it up because they want to continue in it, they will force their child to be in it and say, and the thing is, narcissistic parents always say, oh, it'll be good for you. I'm here for my child. It's never about the child. It's about the parent. It's all about the parent. Because if it was about the child, then the parent would do what the child needs for themselves, for the betterment of themselves, what works best for them, what best suits them. But we have narcissistic parents that have stole their children's childhood and adolescent teen years that they can never get back. And these children these adult children gotta go on with their life. And they have to heal from that resentment that they feel towards their parents when they finally awaken and realize, I could have been further along, or where could I have been if this would have been different. But narcissistic parents don't want to hear that. They don't want to see that. They don't want to, we all know that we can't go back to change what has happened. We're not asking our parents to change the past. We're not asking our parents to be perfect. We're not asking our parents to give us a trauma-free environment. That's not what we're asking our parents. We're asking our parents to acknowledge the pain that was caused to us, acknowledge the damage that was done. That is all we're asking. And if they can't even acknowledge the damage that was done to their child when they made us, it shows you that narcissistic parents, they only give a fuck about themselves. They don't give a fuck about their children. Because they did what they did because it was what they wanted at the time. And they didn't even care about, at the time, they didn't care about how it was affecting their child. And all these years later, when the child finally tells them about themselves and like, hey, this was wrong, the parent doesn't want to hear it because they don't want to look back at those years and realize maybe I should have done something. They don't want to look back at those years and feel regret. But the thing is, they already feel regret. When they, I don't know if any parent ever even feels regret. A narcissistic parent feels regret. But one reason is to, like, a thing is, these narcissistic parents don't want to own up to their mistakes because they want to be viewed and seen as this trophy, wonderful parent that could do no wrong and did the best that they could and did everything for their child because they want to look so good. But they don't want the reality of the situation to be faced. They want to live in their own delusion. They want to live in their own world. They want to live in this fantasy that everything is okay. They don't want to face the reality of the situation. And when a child comes in here and says, this was not my experience, this was my experience, this is my reality, this is my truth, they don't want to face that. Because them having to face the reality and truth of the situation means that they have to realize that they were wrong, that they messed up. And a lot of narcissistic parents, they don't believe in messing up. They don't believe in them making mistakes. They don't believe in messing up. They just believe that, oh, well, whatever that was, it was somebody else's fault. Oh, there was a reason for that. Oh, I did this because of X, Y, and Z. They could never admit, like, you know what? You know what, you're right. I did take away some of your childhood years. You know what, you're right. I did force you into that. And you're right, I didn't let you leave because I didn't want to leave the program. I wanted to stay in it. Because stuff like that are very, very tough pills to swallow that not everybody is willing to do. And the reason why a lot of children want nothing to do with their narcissistic parents anymore is because the parent has caused them so much damage and trauma, and they feel like at this age they're still at whatever age they are, they're still recovering. And then when they talk to their parents about it, their parents disregard it and deflect and act like it didn't happen, or just tell them not to dwell on it, and they just gloss over it and without giving the child the emotional support. So what the child basically feels is like, you don't care about me, you never did, and I don't think you ever will because you haven't shown me that you did. Because it's like a child says, I could really truly forgive if you were truly remorseful for what you have done. I really could truly see things. And that's why it's difficult for them to see things from a different perspective. And that's why it takes them longer to heal. It takes them longer to find forgiveness because they have to find forgiveness despite their parent not seeing what they did wrong. But definitely a narcissistic child will say or feel like, I would feel better if my parent just acknowledged what they did. If they acknowledge the pain and trauma that they caused. But if the parent doesn't, they are now jeopardizing that relationship that they could have with their children. And it shows that these parents are just, narcissistic parents are just too prideful. When you have a narcissist is just so full of pride that nobody is exempt. They only care about themselves. And the reason as to why you have so many children not talking to their parents, if there are parents out here in this world today and they have adult children that choose to not speak to them and they cut them off, that parent is a narcissist. So let me tell you, ladies, if you come across a man, an older man, and he talks about how he has children around your age that don't fucking talk to him, that man is a narcissist, and baby, run for the fucking hills. I don't care what he says to you. I don't care how much money he gives you. I don't care if the dick is good. He is a fucking narcissist. And let me tell you something about narcissistic people. They're very lustful and they are very good at sex. They are very good at sex. That's how they lure people in. Do not be dick whipped. Do not be pussy whipped. These people are fucking demons. You sharing your soul with a demon just because it feel good. Okay, yeah, in the bedroom y'all connect, but what the fuck else about everything else? What about everything else that they do to you? You gonna turn a blind eye to that because the dick is so good, baby? Wake the fuck up. Ain't no dick in this world that fucking good that you have to put up with the bullshit. What the fuck is your problem? You don't want me hollering at you like that, but that's something that your higher self has been trying to scream at you, baby. It's better dick in the world. It's better dick in the world that's going to treat you so much better. You can have the best of both worlds. Well, you have a person that treats you well and is good at sex. But yeah, if he treats you like shit, but the sex is good, you going to say for the sex? Baby, you need to heal your lustful spirit. Because only a lustful spirit will stay attached to a lustful spirit like that. Because, well, the sex is good. Heal your lust, baby. And to my men, I'm sorry, but you fucking pussy whipped. That pussy is not that fucking good for you to put up with that fucking demon that you dating or married to. It's better pussy in the world. And I gotta be fucking real with y'all. Because y'all be sitting here trying to make excuses for these people. But let's be fucking for real. Be fucking for real. You're only staying because of the sex. Okay, but take the sex out of the equation. There's nothing left that they can offer you. So why the fuck are you staying? Baby, learn to just satisfy yourself until you can get you a real deal partner, baby. Leave these people alone. Because it breathes blood with me when I see people do that shit. It's like, bro, it's not that fucking serious. I swear, y'all really be acting like sex is fucking everything. It's really not. Because a lot of times, you got a lot of women that don't even orgasm to penetration. And y'all be acting like sex is fucking everything. It's really not. Y'all be having sex just to have it. Popping out babies from people that you don't even know. Because y'all just some horny ass motherfuckers. If y'all don't control yourselves, control that lust within you, control your flesh. Because if you don't control your flesh will control you. I'm telling you, baby. These people, these narcissists, they don't deserve us. They don't deserve our love. They don't deserve what we can give. They don't deserve it because they don't appreciate it. But they find ways to manipulate their way into our life. Like through sex, like through money, like through whatever it is. They want to manipulate their way into your life. But it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. You know how they say all money ain't good money? Well, all sex ain't good sex. Come on now, be fucking for real. 10:55 on my clock. Changes on the way. These people don't deserve us, y'all. They don't, because they haven't proven themselves worthy enough to be in our lives because of how horrible they treat us. We gotta let these people go, bro. Get these people out of your life. Your life will be so much better. Your life will be so much more pleasant. Your life will be so much more enjoyable if these people are out of your life. You will feel a huge weight off of your shoulders being released when you let these people go. It's time, y'all. It's time, y'all, that we let these people go. It's time that we take our life back. It's time that we take our power back. It's time that we put all of that energy that we were putting into them into us once and for all. It's time. It's time. That's all I have for y'all. Ashe.